I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad,
Yeah.
baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame. Yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants you, better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life.
What is going on, fam? Welcome back to another episode. My name is TradeFly, bringing you some of the most important market news as well as technical analysis that you can actually use. Well, it's bloody AF out there. I'm not gonna lie about that. It is red. It is a lot of red out on the bubbles. We'll take a look at that here real quick. We do have some key levels. All right, we got some key levels here. We are gonna look at. We'll get to that when we get to the charts here. But here are the bubbles. I mean, what can I say, man? Stuff is getting just crushed right now. Bitcoin dominance, I think that was working its way up. So there becomes that exponential move when it comes to the altcoins again. I was telling you, there was a little bit of a trend line there with Bitcoin dominance that we were seeing, it respecting, which was not ideal when you're thinking about the altcoins here. So yeah, they are upside down left and right. We are hitting some key levels though, and we'll find those because I mean we can ladder into some positions right now. And you know, you might get it for a good price. You gotta wait it out. You gotta wait it out here. It's could get more ugly, to be honest with you. But here or there, what you'll be doing is lowering your call spaces throughout, you know, the expected downturn if you're a 4-year cycle person. But anyways, I mean, enough of that. Yuck. Let's say what's up to everybody in the chat, man. All my homies in the chat. You know Al Jr. was coming for the dump it. But here we go. Infinite Team TA, man. What up to you? Doing the Christmas countdown. My man, I'm almost done. Pretty much done. So that feels good. We got a lot of presents wrapped. You can't see it in the background because that's an old picture. It is nothing but presents under that tree now. It's kind of crazy. We got Harpin here dropping the ribs. You know, you guys, I am giving you the sauce. The absolute sauce. If you guys don't know, come on over to the Discord now. It's essentially free. All right. So you come over to the Discord, you create a 2-bit account, and once you deposit $5, right, and that's your money, not my money. You deposit $5. It keeps a lot of the craziness out. Just lets us know that you're serious. And then you put your UID in there, and that's voila. You got access to the entire Discord, all the signals, and they are dropping some fire signals. I'm gonna post those here a little bit later. HRJ just dropped a couple bangers. One was like 200%, the other one was like 100%. I mean, it's worth it because what's your investment? $5 that you can spend, and then I give you 20% off. So all the trading that you do on 2-bit, whether it's spot or futures, is 20% off. So I'm giving you everything. All I'm asking is a little bit of time. All right, so here we go. Keeping it going. We talked to Harp. We got my man Crypto Squid in there. He's another one in there dropping some of the signals. He does the Bollinger Band. He's got his own YouTube. Go check him out, please. Support him. I would appreciate it. We got my man Joe, Trade Intuition. He's got a channel as well. What up, bro? Hope it all is well. Thank you for smashing that like button. You are the man. John Foster with the 7-9. Here we come, my man. Hope good to see you, bro. Thank you for being here in the chat. And then, of course, HRJ, the guy I was just talking about, he's in here. My man, dude, fire signals everywhere. You can catch that man in InvestiShare. You can catch him in AlexO. You can catch him in my Discord. Dude is just dropping fire signals, and he says 74K. Woo, man. I'm going to have to play it. Boom. Did I lower? I did lower the music. Okay, cool. I was making sure I wasn't rambling with the music blasting. But, all right, here we go. Let's keep this moving because the chat is flowing. I see the ribs going. We got my man Al Jr. here. He said the doobie doobie is ready. I don't know if I can say that or not on YouTube, man. I don't want to get in trouble. Lighter sparks, better puff pass because TradeFly is about to mother effing start. LFG, damn it. You know the game. All right, cool. All right, I gotta share this out. What am I doing with my life? Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me share this out. Let's get some people in here. That is my bad. Scrolling. All right, here we go. We got that out on X. You guys can help me out and share it out. That would be much appreciated. Save me a little bit of time here. Let's go over to old AlexO Discord, my man. You know I love that guy. All right. Go over to the chat here. Add Otter Family. And boom, we're live. Let's do it. All right, so knock that out really quick here. Let's go over to the market cap. Sitting at 2.86 trillion. That is down 1.55%. Fear and greed index is at 22. Next update, I guarantee you, will be extreme fear. Bitcoin is at 84,907. That is down 0.94% on the day. Ethereum is at 2801. That is down 0.34%. as well. Bitcoin dominance at 59.2. So remember last time we talked about that on Tuesday, it was at 58 and some change. It's going up, and that pretty much tells you exactly what I was trying to say. Bitcoin dominance go up. It is not exactly what you want to see. All right, let's see. I think we got some interesting enough inflation data today. I'll keep it quick. It was under consensus and under forecast. Surprising, to be honest, but here we are, dump-a-roo. We can't win. We can't win here. It is what it is. All right, let's go over to the daily DJ, and we'll get that cracking here real quick, and then we'll keep it moving. We'll keep it moving. We got to look at the charts, man. That's the name of the game today. Let's go ahead and get into the next part of the show. And here we go. I don't know which account I'm on. That's okay though. Oh, I'm on the Biggie account. Don't mess this up, guys. This one, I'm trying to keep it clean. All right. So I have my main account, which is the one that like I get all the affiliates underneath, and then I have like a trading account. You guys are on the trading account, so no pressure. But you got a lot of pressure. All right. Don't disappoint me here. We got to win this one. We got to win this one because this one is the one I'm using to keep all the statistics and the P&L and all that stuff. Right. So it's important to me. All right. All right. Let's see. BTC. What are you guys right now? Your moon? Oh gosh. Your moon right now. Seven votes. You got 57% moon. What am I going to do with this? All right. Really? You guys are crushing my soul. Let me see what the 5 minute looks like. I don't usually do TA on these. Nice little bounce. RSI. It's working up a little bit. Getting some divergence there on the RSI. All right. All right. It's $5. It is what it is. I'm just trying to keep that percentage looking good. You know what we got to do here. I got 5 on it. Let's see. I'm not gonna go too degen today. All right, like I said, this is the actual account. I don't have time to change over and go to it. But we will put 5 on it. We will put 5 on it. All right, should not be lower than 85 USDT. What? Since when? Since when can I not have fun? All right, 20x. Well, let me put 5 on it with 20x. Messing with my fun. Oh, wow. All right. Let's try a different asset here. I haven't seen that one before. Oh, Solana getting beat up. Yucky Mandu. That's a real food, by the way. That's good. Gosh. All right. Let's see if beat beats the market, baby. See if I can put 5 on that. Oh. Don't want cross. That's for damn sure. Isolate it. Ain't trying to drain my piggy bank. Let's see. 520x. Let's see if it'll let me do that. What in the hell? I know. Oh, I had it on notional. Okay. That's what it was. Man, that had me all messed up. There we go. We're back in the game. I didn't realize the setting had changed. All right. We're in there. We're in there. On beat. I don't know nothing about this, man. So you guys want to go long. You're 56% long. It is what it is. We're sending it. It's already down 6%. We're going to get beat up by beat. All right. Let's see here. Let's see how ugly this can get. All right. I don't usually trade this way, for the record. This is the daily degen. We have a little fun here. Look at y'all. All of a sudden changing your votes here. 10 votes. You're 50-50 now. You guys just want to be right. I see what you're up to. It's all good. Like I said, I don't want to get too beat up by this. Get it? I mean, that thing just dumps a ruse. It's already 15.52% down. Yikes. All right. So we'll just put a stop here. Still not able to do it that way. That's lame. 2.67. It's one thing I do miss is being able to just slide the bar. Like I said, I did ask for it. We'll see if they actually incorporate it because I'm going to keep bugging the S out of them. What is that? Let's call it 2.66. We just got to put something down. 2.66. And then we'll just put 2.75 for now. Just to get... What? All right. 2.75 just to get something in there. Yep, cool. All right, sweet. So now we got some lines. It just makes it easier to manipulate. Yeah, this one's just going to get freaking smoked. Like off Jump Street, probably. All good. There we go. Yeah. World's quickest daily degen. Look at that thing. Just dumps in. Look at y'all now. Yeah, see? 58% doom now. You guys are jumping on the winning train right now. I see what you're up to. All good. All right, let's keep it moving. This doesn't really matter all that much. It's a daily DJ, and we just like to have fun with it. It's in there. We're going to hear probably a ching-ching here in a minute because that thing's probably going to get wiped out. All right, let's go over to the heat map. Let's go ahead and update that real quick. I see some of you guys flowing in here. There you go, man. I mean, follow the liquidity. Follow the liquidity. You can see the liquidity. The hotspot was to the downside. All right, makes a lot of sense, right? You got that swing low here. Stop losses come in. Leverage position comes in. Honestly, I think this was like a straight liquidity grab the other day when it went up to 92K because this was hot. This was hot AF, and we're not going to look at it right now, but in the Discord, I'm pretty sure that we were looking at that as like a really, really hot spot. Or no, it was on Tuesday. It was on Tuesday. That's what it was. I was looking at this and I talked about this for probably 5 minutes. I was like, here's your hotspot. And I actually set up a short. Now I remember it was actually on the show live. I didn't even post it in the Discord. I did it live. And I was like, hey, up to 90K, around 90K, that's where your liquidity was sitting. There was a couple things on the chart that were sitting there. And I actually put a short. I remember putting a short, set up there. So, I mean, that was a straight liquidity grab. The daily DJ just closed, by the way. So poof, that's gone. But anyways, that was a straight liquidity grab. All right, then we pushed back up again today. We got the data, but the data wasn't that bad. I can't really explain, but it's like, hey, all this liquidity comes in. What do? We go back. We go right back to the liquidity, man. It's weird. I ain't gonna say it's just weird. They're always going to get that liquidity. Let's see who's in the chat here. Say what's up to everybody. FJ Trading, what up, bro? Good to see you. He's another one that's in the Discord. Also has a YouTube. Also, I mean, just go follow these guys. Go support them. I would really appreciate that. And of course, Squid. Let's see. B Team Crypto, what up, dude? Good to see you. Wick's wife is in here. My girl, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. All right. Let's go. You guys are just piling in on the dooms now. I think that's hilarious. Let's see. Let's go over to the charts, man. That's really what's important. Let's look at the charts. All right, so you probably can't see it, but you'll probably see some very subdued colors in here, down here as well. I am working on it. I'm not saying it is a finished product by any means. I am working on it, but y'all know I like my liquidation heat map. So understand that this is derived obviously from structure, price action, and volume. Okay, so those are the things that TradingView can actually take into consideration. But man, not bad. You can see this little spot right here. It's highlighting of liquidity. Let's go back to it. Let's look here. It's saying some liquidity here at 85.2 and down about 84. Let's see what this is looking at. 85.2. Where's that at? Right about here. Yeah, right here. So it's just underneath. Just underneath, it's showing us some liquidity there. Obviously derived from this swing low, right? You get all that buying pressure coming in, got that nice wick. It's a nice natural assumption that we're going to have some liquidity down here. All right. So we have that highlighted. You also have the median of the channel, the flight corridor. If you guys watch the show, you know what I'm talking about. This goes back to 2021 high. You guys are probably tired of hearing about it, but hey, it didn't fail us here, did it? It money printed. That went all the way back to 2021. You got the yearly pivot as well. So you got two things that could reasonably hold you up in terms of support. Let's go ahead and extend that out a little bit since we're headed back down. But the one thing that we've really, really had a keen eye on this show that I don't know is getting a lot of lip service in other places, even though it's clear AF, is this downtrend, right? Lower highs, lower lows. I was like, if you're taking longs, do not fight the trend. And I said that over and over again. Do not fight the trend. Do not fight the trend. Do not fight the trend. Well, here you go. Rejected here, and dumpsy-doos we go. All right, so I don't know what to tell you. Like, until we break that, like, my bias is not flipping long, and I've said that over and over again. I've been saying for weeks. Not only do we have to break that, right? I drew it out for you. I was like, hey, like, we could break that, get a rejection, off of here, come down, retest, and back up. Like, yeah, that's a very logical pattern that you could see, or at least I would say flow. It's a logical flow you could see. But you got a lot of resistance right here. You got the 618, you got a horizontal, you got the top of the channel, the flight corridor. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that lines up there. And I mean, just the horizontal level itself is pretty stout. All right, pretty stout. And you can see kind of, hey, the volume, the lack of volume there picks up. So, I mean, like, Is it going to be perfect? No, but I would expect that this starts to kind of fill in if we work our way back up. So that's just my expectation. Could be wrong, but until we break this corridor, or this channel, and until we get over really 98 to 100K, my bias is still to the downside until we do that, right? Now you have the 50 SMA, that's in there like acting as resistance as well. Like there's just a lot right now that you're fighting through. You can see this lack of volume here, right? So you got a high volume node here at the POC. I was talking about that, I believe yesterday. I was like, hey, until we get above that, you know, short term, this was short term analysis, more intraday type stuff. I was like, hey, like the downside, right? Downside is more logical, right? I was like, I don't know that we're seeing true absorption at this point. You know, it could just be a little relief. And unfortunately, that kind of looks to be the case. So working our way down, we know we got liquidity down here. The expectation, I mean, if you know you got liquidity down here, all right, step one, get that liquidity off the table, right? So we come down here, we take the liquidity. All right, we do have some pretty pivotal areas, including the yearly pivot. You know, that does provide a little bit of hopium in terms of getting a bounce out of this area. But again, we don't fight the structure. So if you were to take a long position, obviously understand, has an inherent little bit of risk, but you are not taking it up past probably the value area low at the max. But really, if it runs into this trend and this high volume node right here at about 87, bro, like I'm not trying to take it anywhere past that, to be real with you. To be keeping it 100. All right, keeping it 100. Like that I'm not messing with. So, you know, there's short-term positions to be had. But we don't really flip our real bias until we see it break 98 to 100K. This is like the first start. We get outside of this trend, we get over the 50, we get over the high volume area. That's your start, right? That's like, ooh, okay, all right. There's hope. But right now, I don't give you much. All right, other thing I am working on here is I got a CBD. All right, I was working on that for hours yesterday. What I did do that's a little bit different here, it's not the bars, it just makes it a lot cleaner. The bars are really convoluted, to be honest with you. So I've been working on that, and then I just gave you a nice little, you know, smooth path, right, to just kind of show you, hey, which way is CBD pointing. Again, understand that this is not derived from the exchanges themselves, right? It's all derived from TradingView. All right, so it may differ a little bit from what you see, but generally it's smoother than what you're seeing with price action, and it's still, you know, it would show you that, hey, like, even though we had these nice little bounce up, right, what did CBD do? CBD didn't really budge, man. CBD kind of continued its way down, showing you that there was probably more pressure to the downside. All right, so CBD is something I'm really loving here. Again, not derived from the exchanges. You have to go to one of the terminals like Market Monkey to pull that, but it's a nice little, you know, pit stop, something we can look at first. I'm going to keep working on these, keep testing them, making sure they're all good before I release them to you guys. But for now, you know, it's something I'm working on in the background. One of the things I did do, so what I noticed with a lot of these CBD indicators is that people, or you bring them up and you change your time frame, and I'll give you an example of what happens. Let's change the time frame to 8 hour. And it goes away because it can't hook, right? The CBD, there's one thing you could do, like you could actually make the time frame restart every day, like basically with the market close and market open. Like you can make it start every day and then kind of like put it around 0. You can do that, but I would rather that ongoing trend, and if I zoom way out, I'll still get the full effect of what it's actually doing. So what I did is I put a little toggle in here, and I'm going to change the way it looks just to make it easier. But this focus mode, check this out. Turn it off, turn it on, boom. And it brings it back up. So it brings you back to where it's actually at. So then you can look at it again and start kind of doing your trend analysis. That's kind of the best way I found right now, besides having these like choppy segments of CBD. So pretty cool stuff, man. Been spending a lot of time on it, trying to make you guys some pretty cool indicators. I don't know. I'm a nerd. What am I doing with my life? All right, so talking about this, let's go over to USDT dominance. We'll take a look at that. Yep, you're getting up towards some resistance. That could be a good thing right now. USDT dominance, obviously an inverse relationship But you are pushing, man. You do not want to stay above this horizontal level here. That is for damn sure. You could push up as high, you know, like if you're looking at this, hey, where did this get rejected? About 6.736. So at about 6.7 or so, you would like to see a rejection out of there. What does that open up the door for? A little continuation to the upside, which would actually push Bitcoin a little bit further down, comes down to some of the key levels. We'll get some confluence between the charts right now. So that would be nice to see if we can get it over to the total market cap. You can see we've been flirting with this damn area for forever and then some. You do have high volume nodes, you have horizontals. The 618, we can go ahead and get rid of that. That's Dunskies. Goodbye. All right, but what is it doing? Same thing as Bitcoin right now. It is following the structure to the downside here. We're gonna go ahead and move that down, and we'll take this like here. There you go. So more so, we gotta update these. It's been a couple days. There you go. So that's kind of staying within the trend there as well. That channel to the downside. Gosh, we're hoping, like, you know, here I am hoping this is just the C. Gosh, what if it's worse? What if this is A? Nah, I guess that wouldn't make sense. But anyways, it ain't looking all that great, honestly. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be a nice spot though to see a bounce right here, top of the previous range here. Where we officially had that breakout, change of character, came back, retest, all that good stuff. So this level should be rather important at about 2.71, and we did actually get bounce out of that area before. So to come back down here, revisit, would not be completely weird, to be honest. So coming down here, find a little support. Let's go ahead and line that up with, there we go. There it is. So we're gonna line that up as best we can. You can see right here, the top of that range. You can see some support, ultimately working up. So it's not going to be perfect, but let's see what else we got in terms of volume there. Yeah, you got some volume there as well. So keep an eye on that area. Let's extend this out. Let's extend it out just a little bit. Anybody remember that song? All right, there we go. We'll extend this out a little bit as well. So expectation right now, I mean, you got a horizontal, you got the channel. Unfortunately, you got resistance on the top side of you in terms of, let's go ahead and get rid of this. I'm done with it. Looked cool. All right. Where's the music? There it is. I was about to get mad. And so yeah, so that should theoretically provide you a little bit of support in that area, we're hoping. But again, that would, you know, open up the door for what we were looking at on Bitcoin, right? If we come down to, not saying it's going to happen, not saying, I ain't saying, I'm just saying, but if it does come down, you know, that's going to drive down the market substantially, come back down, revisit this 80K area, take this liquidity, and then we're hoping, gosh, we're really hoping at that point that we can start pushing and really make a case to break out of this trend line, break through the 50. Because remember before, we were looking at the 50, man, when was it? I think it was on a lot of the altcoins. I believe it was a lot of the altcoins. And I want to say it was back in like 24? I believe it was. But we saw 23. This might be it right here. So what we saw was a lot of the altcoins, and I can't remember if it was this one or this one, but the altcoins just look like this, straight down, like it was ugly, right? They were all pulling back about 70%, bear market lows almost for a lot of them. And then we got that cross through the 50 on a lot of them. It was like 88, like they all kind of crossed at the same time. And then they took off. They had a nice little run. And again, I think that was 24. And they had a nice little run, right? Like, that would be something we're going to keep a keen eye on here, right? To see a similar structure as this. If you're kind of wondering, like, hey, when is this going to be over? Well, if you're a 4-year cycle person, I believe like the middle of next year is when the turnaround should be, if I remember correctly. So it could be yucky here for a little bit. But so looking for something like this, right? Like if we get it and we go horizontal, we start pushing out, and then we break the 50, like, okay, cool. Like that's your first indication. Like this will change white, and that'll be your first indication that, hey, maybe we start pushing back up, retest some the range lows, right? Right around about 98 to 100. So just something for you to keep an eye on, something for you to look at. But again, oh man, ETH is looking yucky. DDT, what up, bro? My CVD V2 is goated. It's probably the best one on TradingView because it's multi-time frame built and Z-scored and normalized. Happy to help or give you advice if you want to DM me in Discord. Yeah, man. Yeah, like I have yours as well. And I should have. I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't even look at the code. But yeah, man, I'll hit you up, bro. Cause I like, all right, one. I'm trying to have a little bit of my my own indicators, man. It'd be pretty cool to get my name out there. But like this is pretty. This is pretty. I ain't gonna lie. And then moving, I want to shift the toggle button up just to make it easy for people to zoom in on it. But yeah, man, I'll bounce some stuff off of you and see if I can potentially incorporate some things from your indicator as well, man. I appreciate you, DDT, man. You're awesome. You're a beast. I'm a nerd too. Yeah, my man. Nerd alert. I don't have that one on in there anymore. But you know what I do have?
Sharks with frickin' laser beams attached to their heads.
There it is. Hopefully, I haven't seen username in a while. What up, Dutch? What up, man? Good to see you in here, Rashad. How you doing? Couple late shout outs. Teddy Alexander, how you doing? Yo, I caught the short. Got the sauce. My man. See? Let's go. Teddy, I'm not gonna tell you how happy that makes me. Because sometimes I sit up here and I do this, man. I gotta adjust my camera. I look Caspery right now. But I sit up here and I'm like, I give like some of these setups, and like I spend a lot of time doing this. And I'm like, is anybody actually taking these trades? Because like there's some good setups, man. Some of them are like quality, like, and I would say they've hit more so than they haven't hit. All right, I got that on. My camera is just yuck. Here we go. Let's update that. Oh gosh, don't lock up. Don't lock up. No! You might lose me. This might have been a bad idea. The suspense. I literally just have a circle spinning. Oh god. I hope it looks good on my end. Hopefully it's good on your guys' end. Let me look at the live. Oh gosh. Nope, that doesn't help me at all. We'll hope for the best, I guess. Where did it go? I don't even have a camera hub anymore. Good God. All right, I guess I'll be Casper. Is what it is. Casper it is for the day. Where was I? Stop yelling at me. I'm always yelling at you, Harp. Trying to make you better. Treat you like like you're playing sports, dude. Embrace the nerd. Yep, you look handsome now. All right, I'll take it. I don't think I did anything. Cool. So, Bitcoin. First opportunity here. Once you dip your toes down in this liquidity, somewhere around 84. But you know, I mean, I would preferably want to see this. Like if I was looking at a trade on this, you know, you could bounce out of this area, but man, I would prefer to come down to the yearly pivot because that's still in play, right? It was close. It kind of front ran it a little bit, but there's going to be some liquidity here as well. There's no doubt about it. We got this, but you know, it's from basically that swing low all the way up. until where you're at, right? So this cleared out some liquidity. So there's got to be liquidity from here to there, right there. Got to be some. Actually, not even. No. Oh yeah, there'll be some new liquidity that comes in. So yeah, so you should have some liquidity between here and here. And so we would like to see something like that. Let me bring this arrow. You see this wick? You want to see that? I want to see a nice wick out of this area. If you're trying to take a position. Now, where was this here? Was that back up at? Well, we're gonna bring that down. Only because you got new stuff you got to get past. So yeah, I mean, that's what you would like to see. And then again, I wouldn't really fight the structure. I mean, highest I would even try to take it is the val low in conjunction with this trend line here. All right, so don't fight the trend. We already talked about that. Let's look at ETH. ETH is getting beat up. Yeah, so 50 SMA came all the way up to the horizontal here. We were looking at about 34 to 35. We talked about that a little bit. I was like $40 off. But yeah, I mean, that's certified. It's a downtrend, very similar to Bitcoin. Looking a little yucky right now. We did find some support here at the golden pocket as low as about 26.30 or so. So coming back down there would make a lot of sense. CVD for ETH looks yucky too, right? Still kind of working its way down. Hasn't really pushed its way back. It went horizontal and then it's working its way down again. So not ideal. Let's look back left on the chart here. Yeah, you don't really want to stay under this zone too long, to be real. Like that is not the jam. Coming back on the horizontals, right? So we've seen the ranges that have developed. So you can see those very clearly. We have those marked by the purple boxes. Like you want to stay up here, right? You want to consolidate above this all important area, 28 to 2900. I mean, it's not going to be exact, obviously, but around 28 to 2900 is the area you want to stay above for Ethereum. You don't really want to lose that to keep it reals. You do have liquidity down here. Look at that. Look at my little liquidity hunter. What are we going to, I don't know what we're going to call it, but look at it. It knows. It knows what's up. Look at you. I'm proud of you. Marking the liquidity right there below the swing low. Right? So, you know, kind of like Bitcoin. Come down. And you guys may not be able to see it. It's really faint. I kind of wanted it that way, to be honest. But coming down here, damn, that's like perfect. Coming down here, you get a swing failure pattern, nice little wick like that coming out of this area, and then reestablish above, about 2600. You could take a quick position right here to 28 to 2900. All right, so understand that is still a very key level. Right, so let's see if this is worth it. We'll see if this is the juice is worth the squeeze here. I don't know if it is. There's not a lot of confluence with other stuff though. I have to bring on some of the moving averages and things of that nature. So it's really all about where the wick goes. Let's see. Let's make our starting point a 3 to 1, right? So I can go down to about 2553. And then that's a nice 3 to 1 with a 8.3% return. That might not be bad. But again, I'd like to find some more confluence, right? Like things that scare me. I actually, hey, check this out. You got this POC of the range. Remember what we did when we fell pretty hard for Ethereum before? We tested the previous range POC. That's where it found support. That was like the only thing to like really hold your hat on. Was the previous range POC. And let me show you what I'm talking about because that happened right here. I don't have it up still, but that's exactly what happened right here. We had the POC of the previous range, right? That was all laid out for us. Came back down, retested it, or naked POC, you guys like to call it. All right, tested that, and then off and away it went. Never even looked back. So, coming back down here and maybe retesting or testing this one. Right? We've done it before. Can we do it again? That might be an argument. And you can see, look at this. Look at all the volume here. Like if you incorporate this because of this range right here, once you incorporate this range right here, look at it just woof. Look at all that volume that comes in once you incorporate this one right here. right, on the VPVR. I mean, that extends all the way out to right here. Dude, that might not be bad. That might not be bad. Let me look at the moving averages real quick. Just want to see where those are at. Yep, those don't help. VWAP, no, that's not going to help. So I'm going to have to structure real quick. Change character. Got it. Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture of that real quick. Let's bring that back. Let's cherry pick the volume. Benefits of being live. All right. So we got this previous. Cool. Let me take this off real quick. Take a picture. Boom. All right, I'll put that in the Discord for you guys. Another reason to get over there. All right, so if you guys are watching the show, watching it late, or just need to see what the hell I was talking about, I'm gonna try to do a lot better at posting these into the Discord. It's basically just making everything kind of encompassed, right? Like, I don't know. We'll see. Self-improvement, I guess. All right, so that's Ethereum. Let's see what else is getting its ass beat today. Look at Tesla. Still mooning. Tesla looking good. Again, not much we can really do with that. I mean, if you get a pullback here to the 50, the horizontal, like that might be an opportunity. Look at all the volume there too. A lot of volume there at about 425. So you know Tesla, it be acting like a crypto sometimes. All right, so something weird, Elon can say one dumb thing and Tesla can pull back. So that's an area I'd probably keep an eye on. I really like that too. You can see ultimately that's where it found, tested that area before it went down, continuation. So that makes it a key level for me. 425, yeah, 425 to 438 might be a spot to look at Tesla. Off and away it goes. Cardano, we are down to the next buy. What is going on with Cardano, man? Good gosh. All right. Let me see if I can do this in the background here. Y'all can't be seeing my bank account. That ain't my bank account, actually. There we go. It's in a buy zone, so I'm gonna put a buy in. So give me 1 second here. ADA. There we go. Putting a G on it. All right. That's in there. Put my money where my mouth is, fam. You know that's how I roll. All right. So we are in a buy zone for Cardano. Again, what we're doing here. So what are we now? About 35 cents. And we bought here as well. So let's see. Where does that put us at? Was it like 42.5 or something? Let me double check. 50. Actually, I think it was at 52 cents. Plus 35. All right, 43.5. That's going to be where we need to put this at, and we'll lock it. So 0.435. Come on now. 0.435. Boom. All right, so now we know where our call spaces is. That's all I'm doing right there. Right? So bought here, call spaces here. Now, where do we exit this one? Is when it gets back up to our original buy zone. All right, so we're no longer looking or hoping for it to go breakout, retest, continuation of the upside up to about 60 cents. That's out. That's gone. Okay, that's where we can try to get back in. But we're now at the point where if we get back up to, you know, about 50 cents, exit. All right, and then take the profit. So from 43 to 50 is now the new game. To about 50 cents right there, maybe a little lower. We'll call it 49.5. So it'll be about a 13% gain. That's not too bad. All right, but this is going to be a waiting game for me now, unfortunately. But that's why with these, like when I take this approach, I'm not aping in, I'm not getting crazy with it. I'm just like, okay, it's 1G at a time. All right, and you know, it brings my cost basis down, and it's not overexerting myself. Now we're at the point like, hey, if this dumps, it goes to 0. That's when I'm out. You know, I'll be out a couple G, and you live to fight another day, right? You don't ape in. You don't put your whole portfolio into something like that. Here we go. What else we got? We got AVEX still working its way down. I told you I should have hedged my bet on these. I'm still mad at myself that I didn't do that. AVEX holding up. Oh, I mean, it's still dumping, but it's not down to the buy zone here yet. So we'll keep an eye on that. We're going to take kind of the same approach with AVEX. Buy down, bring the cost basis down, and then work back up to the entry. So, yep, I would be upside down in that one. What else do we got? Let's look at Solana. Ooh, Solana. We are blowing through the buy zone. Remember, like, so I was saying last time, I was like, hey, this third retest, I'm not feeling good about that. Like, we got the bounce for Solana. Like, right here, this is where we're looking at to bring it to, right? The horizontal here at about 144. You got your bounce. There was 2 opportunities to get in that one. And I said, we're coming down for that third one. I remember saying it Tuesday. I was like, I don't think I'm going to buy here. Like, I'm not feeling comfortable about that. You know, that third retest there. So, I mean, here we are, man. What do you got? Man, little break of structure going on. It's not confirmed yet, but I mean, you got your first inklings of what could be a break of structure. Now, keep your eye on this, okay? And the reason I say keep your eye on it is because if buying pressure does come in, right? Like if this turns into a wick on the daily, which I don't know that it will, trying to find a good reason why we would see people jump back into the market right now. But if buying pressure comes in, this turns into an extended wick, comes back and reestablishes above 126, then all Gucci. This is just grabbing liquidity and you can push right on back up to 143. Okay, so keep an eye on Solana. We gotta play the jam here. All right, why do I like this area? I mean, look, and we have seen these wicks before, so don't freak out. Don't be like it's got to bounce right at 121. It does not. You can see wicks below, grabbing some liquidity. Look at this one, right? This all happened in a day. This is one day. Came all the way down to 110 and worked its way all the way back up to 130. But look at where this took it to, right? 160. We're just looking to get out to where this POC, about where the POC is. If you come all the way up, look at the volume, right? See the volume? Once we incorporate this one, look at that. Extends like halfway into the page. Okay, so there's a ton of volume there, all right? Where this POC was, and of course you can see how clear the price action is, right? So again, just keep an eye on Solana. I'm not saying it's going up. I'm not saying it's going down. But if it does, you know, break back over the range, like that could be an opportunity to take a position, and it could just be grabbing liquidity right now. That is definitely on the table. Let me see here. Let's do a little box. Little boxy box. Current price. Right there. Even if we were to push down, I mean, you would have to bounce kind of like soon. If you were trying to get at least a 2-to-1, that's a 1.92. Even with fees, that's going to bring you down a little bit lower. But I mean, I do like the potential to the upside there of about 13%. But we would like to see that buying pressure come in now. Again, if you see like an impulse move, if this body like continues its way down and closes down in here, nah, game over in terms of taking that long position based on that. Then you're waiting for it to break back above, right? So these are going to look distinctly different. Again, this is about giving you the sauce, because everyone, like, sometimes they don't understand what they're really looking for. So if you get this body of the candle, right? If you're looking at the body of the candle and you see this continue to work down, and then you see it close, and you see a subsequent close, that long that I talked about, that's off the table. All right, that is no more. Because then you're worried about a breakout retest, continuation to the downside. And so that's something that you need to understand. The candles will talk to you, right? This is what you would be worried about. So you don't want to just jump in, you know, without really getting some closure, right? Some kind of, you know, confirmation of what's happening. This does look ugly. I will say that. Right now, it doesn't look great. But, you know, I've seen stranger things in crypto. That's why I like it. But at minimum, this next candle, you want to see something bullish AF. Like, blows right back into the range. If you don't see that, then that's not a long I'd be looking for. You bias flips, homies. Sorry. If it stays down here, then you're looking for shorts. And then we start looking at this buy zone down here. And this one, same thing. Remember when I was talking about the previous POC of the range? Right? Solana did that as well. Ethereum did it and Solana did it. It was two of our best plays. Two of our best plays this year were Solana and Ethereum, based off of that. That just looks nasty. I don't think there's more to be said about that. Scroll down a little bit. Let's see here. Exclusive trade group. I love it. Hey, if you guys enjoy this, man, like, I'm giving you the sauce, like, giving you legit trade setups, telling you how to look at it, not holding back at all. Please support me by giving me a little likesy do. I would appreciate it. Smash the likes, homies. And come on over to the Discord. Like I said, I'm giving it away. I'm giving it away. Thank God AVAX is holding up. Yeah, not really. Bitcoin needs Viagra. I got you. I got you.
Mr. Burgundy, you have a massive erection.
Uh-oh. Something just happened with my audio. Well, hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let me know in the chat if you guys can still hear me, because my audio in my headphones just changed significantly. Let me go to the sound. Can you hear me okay? Like, does everything sound okay? External headphones. That all looks good. Okay, cool. My headphones, I don't know what happened. That just, like, got way louder. All right, sweet. Well, as long as you guys can hear me, that's all that matters, I guess. Let me see if I can hear myself. Yeah, sounds crazy. Anyways, we'll keep rocking. See some otters in the chat. Bearded Mac Mike, what up, man? Appreciate you. All right, let's keep it going. Ugh, it's red AF, man. Just looking at the little list. Take a quick look at MicroStrategies. We talked about that last week, or sorry, Tuesday. I mean, given today, could be worse for strategy. Could be worse. It's not horrendous. Probably pull this down a little bit. Honor the 50. Still got the opportunity there for a 2-to-1, 20% move to the upside. But what you're looking for is breakout retest continuation. So I'd probably stay away from strategy If you guys are into traditional stocks, you're obviously going to see, I think, Bitcoin strategy kind of tie together a little bit. But breakout retest of about 184. And then you look for that continuation upside. You see the volume as well right here. See all that volume there? So that kind of aligns with that area as well, seeing that breakout retest. So 184, keep that on your charts there for micro strategy or strategy, whatever the hell they're calling themselves now. NVIDIA with a 2% gain on the day. But still, it's getting under the 50, right? And it broke down, retested. We're getting closer and closer, fam. Remember, we've been looking at this area for a while, right? Just retesting the low here. Where's a realistic area for it to test? It depends, right? If it starts to consolidate, that changes a little bit. But if you're looking at the bottom of the range here, a couple of these closes right there, I mean, you can get about a 5.5% move for NVIDIA off of about 162, 164, right in that area. Now, this doesn't necessarily completely align with the way I do business. Ooh, yuck, CBD. But yeah, if you see that wick come down, right, you know there's going to be some. It's a little different, right? The liquidity, the leverage game in crypto and in stocks, but here nor there. If we do sweep the lows, 162, 164, and then see a nice little see some buying pressure coming in, that could be an opportunity. Get yourself probably about a 5% move to the upside, 1.3% drawdown. That's pretty conservative, right? Like, if you're throwing a little bit at that, if you're talking about what, $1,000, you're talking about, I mean, not much, $100. So, ain't bad. Is it? Not even. 1%. Math for Marines here. Yeah, that's only like $10. You're only risking like $10 on 1,000. So, I don't even know, like, if that's even fun enough to jump into for me. Like, I would probably have to put more on that. I'd have to put like probably 10 bands on that one. All right. Let's look at something else here. I want to look at Apple real quick. Okay, that's pretty stagnant. Yeah. Reject it right off of that trend line, man. That's crazy. Unbelievable. And look where it's finding support. Are people doing TA? Is retail doing TA or what? You got the 50, the 0.786 confluence there. Nice little bounce. But I wouldn't keep high hopes for Apple right now, because we haven't seen at any point, in years, that it's really been able, with any conviction, been able to break this current trend. So then we're like, okay, cool. Where can it go? Well, if you get that breakdown, right, this 50, it's been riding the 50 all the way up. If you get that breakdown, you lose the 50, you get the range demand down here. Look at all the volume down here too. Man, that could be the area. Maybe we move this. Got range demand. Got a lot of volume. And I like some of the price action. Right? See that breakout, retest, continuation of the downside? And then you see it breaks up. Oh, man. This could be a good area. Right here. Just looking at it a little bit more. Yeah, I like that area. So where's that at? Let's move this up here. Where's kind of the middle-ish to highlight it? 226. And then, if you guys are into fib retracement levels, let's take a look at that. All right, so set a high here, and then let's take it from the absolute bottom. I started from the bottom, now I'm here. All right, gives you the 0.5. It's a pretty strong level. And then that's your low coming off that high there. What about this one right here? That'd be the golden pocket. just going to take it from the absolute low. 618 all the way down here. Yeah, but I mean, still 0.5 is a pretty solid area to line up almost exactly with all the volume, right? That's our high volume area. You got a nice horizontal. You got range demand, 0.5 fib level. That is assuming that's your true pivot, right? I mean, that's an assumption. I would say it's probably a safe assumption at this point. Now, bullish continuation would get you off to about 243. That's a prominent level as well. Just coming left on the chart, looking at that. That would make sense. But I like this area down here for a multitude of reasons. So we got that marked, 226 for Apple. That would keep you within the trend. A lot lining up there, a lot of confluence for Apple if you guys are into stocks. Cool. Everybody says it sounds good. I appreciate it. All right. It's about that time. Let's look at link real quick. I did jump on some link. We're good. Yo, link's holding up. Actually, Mark. AVAX not so much. But link is. Link's holding up. Right now. For now. Still hanging on to this trend. You got a nice horizontal there. I don't even have to ladder into that one. It's about where we started. Link looks better. It looks better than Cardano and AVAX right now. Still holding the trend. Look at Zcash. I know that's been getting all. Lucky. All right, so you didn't get the breakout retest. All right, we're kind of looking at, hey, what are we going to do here? Looks like it has decided to retest the bottom side of the 50 there. So if you guys are into Zcash, 2 levels to mark on your charts. About 186, right under that psychological area of 200. You could get front run a little bit. But it is very clear in terms of horizontal levels where we actually got, where we had resistance and where we had support, ultimately before making this move to the upside. So I'm telling you, I've seen it over and over again. These things pulling 70%, off the highs. There you go, high. There you go, 75%. So it pulls 75% off the high. We've seen it a multitude of times here over the last year for a lot of these alts that have these crazy pushes up. But, that might be something for you guys to mark on your charts. You got a little gap there too, right? So that'll probably bring it down fast and in a hurry. I would mark down your chart right around probably 200 just to kind of be ahead of it. So you get the alert. Mark 200 on your chart. And then I think my initial analysis, like when I was on, talk about being wrong about something though. Because I think we were about right here and we were talking about it. And I was like, man, we'll probably come back to 89 before we see continuation. And it never looked back. But still 200 and about 89. I mean, really, if you want to be more specific about it, it's about 180, 188 and 89. 180, yeah, somewhere in there. And 89. Two levels to keep eye on for Zcash. Look at this though. Interesting enough. Right? Now I don't know how well this aligns with the actual CBD, like from the exchanges. But it's you can see it working down pretty harshly. But it's kind of smoothing out, and it almost looks like it's getting a little bit of a push. Even though the price is coming down, it looks like it's getting a little bit of a push to the upside. So is it building a little strength there? We shall see. Ondo. Ugh. Bro. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, man, this October 10th event, it just screwed everyone. Oh, here we go. Lost my old CBD. Let's just refocus here. Oh, is it not? Oh, see? Boo. What is that? Is it just not not populating? God, indicators. You gotta love them. Oh, poops on that. Oh, it's there. What is... That's weird. I have no idea. Let's look at the 4 hour. It just doesn't like Ondo. All good. Ain't worried about it. There's going to be all kinds of bugs. But Ondo getting down to a nice spot. I mean, from a horizontal level, at least. All this was liquidity, like once it people were piling back in, so it's just taking all of that, taking that to the bank. What is... Something seems up, man. Because isn't the BlackRock's behind Ondo too? Like something, it just seems off. I know people that were piling into Ondo at $1 right here in January. But when we saw this, gangsta, no, not this guy. You got that key level, you retest it, you couldn't break back above it. I don't know. But I did buy some Ondo down here. Ain't gonna front. I did buy some Ondo down here, but it's better than up here at $1. So that's gonna be the name of the game for me. We go through any kind of bear market, or if we go through some down times here. I'm not gonna be really upset about, adding to some bags like for some alts right now. Like it ain't gonna crush my life. Again, not aping in. Obviously not doing it here, which didn't make sense. But I mean, we're getting down to a level that, I've said before, if this is something you want to hold long term, something you want to hang on to, getting down to a level, around, anywhere 31, 37 cents, like, it's probably not a bad spot. It's probably not a bad spot. Now, I'm not going to say it's going to, $800 or anything. No shade. No shade. I'm not going to give you some crazy forecast like that, but hey, to say that, it can't go back up to, 50, 55 cents, 53, 55 cents from 37, like, I think that's very logical. Very logical that you see at least it come back up and retest this area. Let's see. What does that measure out to? About 45%. That's all. I'm not giving you a 2000x, but hey, you ain't gonna be mad at me for a 45% return, are you? All right. Dave said, I've been trading since I was a teenager, and I've never seen the market do what it's done since 12/12/24. When the old orange man rang the New York bell, we started dumping then. Even the crash in 2008 didn't compare to where we are right now. The people in America are being bled completely dry. If you're not trading Asia, you're likely going broke. It depends, man. Like, it depends on what you're in. Like, what do they call that? Was it the Mag 7 or something like that? But like, for me, like, I am in aggressive growth stocks that revolve around tech companies, mostly. I'm good. I've been doing good, like real good. And I just keep every month, I DCA in, and it's all good. It's all good. Like, and I have Apple, and I've been holding Apple. I literally bought Apple in 2009. Like, so I'm Gucci. Like that's one of my biggest, that is my biggest holding of anything is Apple. Like that is my largest holding of anything. I guess it rivals my IRA at this point, or my IRA rivals Apple, as well as my 401k. But like a single individual holding, Apple's my biggest play. Yeah, I mean, that's doing well. That's doing well. Tesla's doing well, you know? So like there's things, there's outliers, I guess, but it all really, it revolves around these, I'll say, I don't know if risk on is the right for Apple, probably not, but for something like Tesla, right? That's a little bit more risky. Tesla's obviously doing well, right? So yeah, I mean, it's like everyone else is getting pummeled though. If you're in anything else, yeah, it's getting pummeled. I think Bitcoin's negative for the year. Pretty sure. Bitcoin's negative. We don't see that very often, right? Like, especially when everybody's talking about the historical returns of Bitcoin, you'll get, like, whatever, dude. Like, not saying that to you. I'm just the people that get behind. Yeah, there's going to be ebbs and flows. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be natural waves in the market. That's why when those things are happening, right? Like when it's hot, we ride it and we all look smart. Especially the guys that are doing content creation. You can look like the smartest dude in the world, but we all know the reality. We're just riding the trend, man. We're riding the wave. So when that thing is shooting up, like we're riding the wave and we're like, oh yeah, we're taking all these longs and we look smart. It's an uptrend, dude. Like, I mean, really when it comes down to it, like it's, you're just riding, you just jumped on the train, man. Train was already moving. You just jumped on. That's the reality of the situation. So that's why when we get into times like this, right? Like we get into times that are a little bit sketch, things are pulling back to bear market lows. You switch it up, right? And I don't know that there's too many people doing that. They're still trying to take these trades, and catch these, I'd say high risk plays, high risk, low probability plays, where you could take something that's a little bit more conservative, ladder into some positions, understand that there will be drawdown. That's understood, right? But that being said, like we're laddering into these positions and we're low, our call space is going to be low, and like the potential is bananas. We've seen where Ondo's been before. So if it takes us starting to, work through a downtrend, get through the down times, and then onto the next cycle, right? We rehack that old 4-year cycle. Like, what do we think Ondo's going to do? I'm not saying it's going to go break $2 again. I'm not saying that, but like, let's all keep it 100. Going up to $1 would make a lot of sense. Like if you want to hang on to it that long, you TP, you take your initial capital off the table. Once it goes up to, 50 cents or so, 54, 53 in there, you take your whole initial investment off and you play on house money. You play on house money and you could run that thing up to $1, right? Like, and that's a way to stay in the game. Like there's so many ways to do this, not blindly like, hey, this is going to $2. Wait till next cycle, drop all your money in it. Don't do the smart thing. Like that's why it's very, I do the same thing for every asset that I believe in. It has to have utility. I have to think it's going to make it through the next cycle. Like there's criteria to get into it. Let me see what Dave said here. Bitcoin against gold. Bitcoin has always been up, 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 and up, but this year gold is stomping Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean, correct. What happens when there's, conflict in the world, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. Like it's being talked about a lot less these days, but like, because that's my world, that's what I do at night. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of tension. And the other thing is there's kind of a race right now with China. Like this is not getting enough lip service. If you guys don't know, what China's trying to do is accumulate as much gold as possible. And the whole reason they're trying to do that is so that they can get away from the dollar. It is literally that simple. And so they're backing it. They're like, hey, take our currency. We'll back it with gold. 1 for 1. That's how we're going to back it. And that's how they'll get around using the dollar. And that is going to empower them more. And so not only are their military like exponentially improving, getting more robust, in the military, we have this term that we use. It's called near peer. All right. They're not a near peer, friends and fam. They are a peer. All right. You guys need to understand that. So, that it is in our best interest. I would say, like, I'm not a big political guy. I'm here to serve. But I'd say in our best interest to like kind of like mend the fences a little bit, right? Because they do have leverage. They do have some leverage in the situation. There's no doubt about it. And they are moving very aggressively to rival us. And I think a lot of that goes back to we've priced ourselves out of the game a little bit, right? So when did we run the show? Like if you guys think back to kind of the historicals of this, when did we run the show? When were we the dominant power in terms of a country? And a lot of it goes back to when we were industrial, right? Like when we ran industry, when we were the producers of goods, and when we ran that show, we were the dominant power. And that's how we grew so quickly, right? And now we've kind of farmed that out. We farmed it out. And who is the dominant, producer in the world now? That's China, right? And now who is quickly, rapidly, becoming more powerful? Like, I'm probably oversimplifying it, but it does go back to that quite a bit. And we've done it to ourselves a little bit by some of the regulations that we've put in place, whether it's for better or for worse. I don't know. I don't sit there with a little stick and test the ground all the time, or find out each and every person, how this work's affecting their life and how much more money they need to make because of cost of living. I don't know those things, right? I can go by, the 10,000 view perspective and look down. So I think we need to bring kind of that industrial, exporter of goods. We got to bring that back for sure. Anyways, rambles. I'm sure you guys cared about that. Let me see. 100%. Let me see what y'all saying. Best way to trade is on house money. Hell yeah. Protect your capital, man. Protect your capital. Bye-bye Lambo. Hello, 97 Accord with this. Oh, man. I caught myself. I'm not going to lie. I caught myself. I was looking at a Lambo. I was looking at a Lambo and I was like, I really like that. And I was, man, I could do it. I could do it. Which is crazy, right? Like I'm sending my kids to private school. Like a lot of that disposable income goes to that. Like I spend more than, goodness gracious, it's like $20-some thousand a year just to send these kids to school. But I don't know. I caught myself. I was like, man, that looks cool. And I was like, what about Corvette? Like the new like Z06, those things look tight. I was like, I don't need that stuff, man. And then the next thing you know, I'm going with AI. I'm like, how can I write this stuff off? And I was like, I could get a Rivian. The new the newer SUV, because it's over 6,000 pounds. There's bonus depreciation that you can claim. And you can save, dude, it's like $80,000 you could write off on the vehicle in the first year. It's insane. So I might be going down another path. I go from Lambo to writing off a Rivian, pretty much all of it. Anyways, there's a lot of games to be played. And that's another thing that we can talk about at some point too. I have real estate properties. I have other investments that I'm in. I got 401ks, IRAs, traditional investments, stocks, whatever. Like I'm always available for that. Again, come over to the Discord, have a convo with me. I'm all about it. Talking about that stuff. Some of the different like write-offs and ways to kind of get around things like in real estate. There's a really cool advantage like to being in real estate, especially if you have children and you want to leave that so-called legacy, which I think is a scam. But anyways, if you want something that you can pass down to your children, there's definitely some good benefits with real estate. Definitely, where you can write off the depreciation on that asset, pass it to your kids, and then they won't be responsible for that depreciation that you wrote off. So there's a lot of good benefits there. And things where you can like upgrade your property as well too, right? So because what'll happen is that depreciation will essentially just pass through onto the next one if you upgrade. It's called a 1031 exchange. So there's a lot of things. I know I sit on here and I talk crypto and I BS a lot about that, but I might be a little bit more well-rounded than we talk about sometimes. So there was a point. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll take this channel in a different direction. Let's just straight up talk about like good financial, I don't know, planning and then investing and just doing things the right way. As you guys can see, when I get into the crypto stuff, I'm like, I'm not sitting here, we're like, oh, we're going to the moon. We're doing all this stupid stuff. I'm like, here's a solid plan, right? Let's bring our cost basis down. Let's accept there's a little drawdown. Let's hope this market turns and here's a conservative spot to get out, right? And that's a lot of times when you're investing in some of your traditional investments, it's kind of the same way, right? Like, you know that the market's going to go down. Like, let's say you buy the top, like you bought the top of Bitcoin, 69K in 2021. Bought the top because everybody said it was going to 100K. Liars. All right. Everybody said it was going to 100K. And it went down to like 16, 17. But if you DCA'd in all the way down, accepting that drawdown, you brought your cost basis down to somewhere in the middle, right? Because timing the bottom is almost impossible. Like, if you're trying to time the bottom, it's pretty damn hard. Like, you could be good enough, but honestly, you're probably not. I made a bottom video. I think it was like 17.6 or something. It was pretty damn close. But like, there was so much data that went into that, and it's black magic. Let's be real about it. So catching the bottom, very, very hard. The better idea is to be like, you know what? Cool. We see that our trend has changed. The market has changed. The market is now downturn, is now working its way down. Now we bring our cost basis down. And we ladder into these positions as we lose, those significant areas of support. And you just kind of change the game a little bit. And that's going to be the difference you guys find here. Like, I keep it pretty clean with you guys. Keep it honest, keep it 100, transparent. Laddered in my position. I had a buy zone there for Cardano. I laddered into it. And then, now we wait. But shit, man, Cardano at like 30 some cents. I ain't mad. I wholeheartedly believe that Cardano will go up to $1 again. And that's not even my exit. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. Let me see. Let me just catch up on the damn chat real quick. French toaster, my man. Everything going to zero guarantee. Get out of here, Jesse. Don't be bringing that nastiness in here. Wife wants to go to dinner Friday. My budget is with the market. Allows me McChickens with extra mayo. Oh, man. Yo, they are starting to, I don't know if you guys have noticed, they have started bringing back some like value meals and stuff. I'm very excited about that because I've been getting pissed going to McDonald's and be like, oh, it's $13 for a freaking meal. And I'm like, this is stupid. And now they, at some places, I know Wendy's has like a value box. I can't remember. It's like $6. You get like a cheeseburger, fries, a drink, and nuggets. And it's like $6. I'm like, sign me up for that. I'm down for that. Yeah. All right. For reals. I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all got me. You got me on a rant. And I got things to do today. I got to study. I got to go through instructor syllabus, get an upgrade on that. So I got some real work stuff to do as well. But y'all have a good one. Much love to you guys. Thank you as always for being here. Much appreciated. Come on over to the Discord. I see you guys posting that in there. Super, super nice of you guys. Appreciate it. So I'm gonna get out. Much love to you guys. Trade safe. Be safe. I'm out.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go,